Hello, this is your buddy Paul here, coming to you with a public service announcement. You can see I got a video library here. These are all my movies that I got. Well, there's parts of them. Got a lot more, mostly VHS old stuff. And if you really want to save money, get yourself some, and you smoke, get yourself the tobacco in a can and then a roller and roll your own. And you'll save a lot of money. Anyhow, this is just a mere chapter in the long history of my life here. And if you want to quit smoking, you come to the right place, because I'll give you some good advice if you take it. Oh, and you're tired of your health. You're spending so much money it's costing you, and your health. You know, you got to think about your health, man. You only got one body in your whole life, so you got to take care of it. Anyhow, you can buy your own and roll it. It's much cheaper. You'll save a pile of money. Go out and buy some. Go out to dinner or whatever. If you want to quit smoking, then just keep your ears tuned, because I'll let you know what I went through and how I quit. My name's Paul, and I'm about 50 years old. I smoked from when I was 16 till the age I was 40, and I quit several times on and off in between. Well, mostly when I was younger, because I was physically more active. You know, I was running and swimming and outside having a good time. And so I could quit. My body was stronger, you know. Then I got older and I started smoking, you know, and it was more harder to quit. And it seemed like when I had a few drinks in me or a drink, then I'd start up again if I quit. So it was peer pressure that made me start. You know, I had an older brother and his friends I'd hang out with them, and they were smokers and smoked in high school. That's where I started. Used to go to the bathroom or out behind the gym or down on the bleachers and smoke with other people that would smoke. You know, I fit in. It helped me with you know, dealing with peer pressure and just socializing in high school, getting along with other people. Didn't fit in. You know, I wasn't a jock, so I hang out with other people that smoke. I made friends, you know. It was all the same. Everybody hung out together. Used to, you know, go out. Anyhow, if you don't want to quit smoking, but you want to save money, get the roll. Later on in my 30s, I moved several times, you know, to different states, on and off. And so during the moves, it was easy to quit, because I moved to a new place and I quit. And then I'd have a drink, you know, or somebody would give me a cigarette, or there'd be one laying around, I'd smoke it, and then once it just had just one cigarette, that's all it took me to get started again, where I had to have a pack a day. And finally, I was in my late 30s, about 37, and there was a bookstore I went to in Kirkland, Washington. It was like a food co-op, and they had a book section there, a book rack, and I found a book called The Art of Living by a guy named William Hart in Essengoenka. And the book basically explains what a meditation exercise. And mostly the meditation is, your mantra is your breathing. So it's like instead of going Om, you're actually not doing that, but you're just breathing, and you're thinking about your breathing as you're breathing. I know it's hard to explain. It's like you just sit and breathe. That's all. So I got the book and I tried to do a few of the exercises, like the breathing part. And I used to go to the park. There was a beautiful park there. If you ever been to Redmond, Washington, it's called Marymore Park. A lot of big open spaces, and there's like picnic tables, and real pleasant place. And I go there after work, and I'd try you know, to meditate for like an hour. I'd sit on the bench, and I'd just sit for an hour doing the breathing. So I was like, yeah, I could do this, you know. And then they talked about you have to take a course. You shouldn't try to do it on your own, but you should have, you know, like some kind of guidance or instruction. So I went and I decided, I might as well, because it's free, you know. I found them on the internet. I'll put the link in the sidebar, dhamma.org. And they have these courses are all over the world, whatever country you're in. You don't have to go to India. A lot of people think you got to go to India, but they're all over. They're United States. Look them up, links in the sidebar. And I signed up, you know, I thought, maybe I can quit if I go to this. So I signed up and went, and I had put my last cigarette out in the car in the ashtray when I was in the parking lot there. And it was tough, because they wanted you to be quiet and silent, and just not, you couldn't disturb any of the other meditators. You had to be still, and you had to focus your attention on your own self and not be so much as looking at other people, with making eye contact. You're on your own bed in the dormitory, or you're in your or you're sitting outside by yourself, or you're in the meditation hall, where the men are on one side and the women are on the other side throughout the whole course. So even your meals are separate, you know, and so on. So I was there, and it was like, wow, you know, I was sitting, you know, a lot. You know, I was like thinking about what was happening to me, and it was like, gosh, this is terrible, you know. I'm not going to be here for like 10 days, you know. So then I started having like nicotine withdrawal. Oh, it was awful. I was really getting depressed and sad, and I felt like just total anxiety and like just despair. Ooh. And the place is really nice. They had really good food there. I drank lots of water, lemon-flavored water, you know, because I went on walks. They have a walking path area. You can go on walks. And it was a hot time. It was in the summer, you know. So if you go, it was, you know, the hardest thing was the silence, but they let you. You had time to talk to one of the assistant teachers. You know, you go and make an appointment at noon. You could talk. And basically, I came out of there, and it was like the fourth day in, or the third day into it. Oh, it was wonderful, the smell of the cedar, you know, just coming out and being able to smell the clean air, you know. It's just, oh, not have to smoke. Because I've been smoking a long time, you know, I mean, most of my life. So, I put the link in the sidebar, you know, and I've been tobacco-free ever since. I hope that, you know, if you decide to go, just give them a donation so it helps other people, if it works for you, that is. Ciao.